Hey everybody, welcome to Board Game Heaven. This episode I'm gonna do an unboxing of the Season 2 expansion for Cthulhu Death May Die by CMON and Guillotine Games. So this has new miniatures, new explorers, new monsters, tiles, etc. to expand your game. So let's quickly open it up. Alright, so let's take a look at the box. So Cthulhu Death May Die Season 2 expansion. A nice white box, foggy, rainy background with Cthulhu just looming there. Big logo, looks pretty nice. And then on the back we see the components all laid out with the miniatures, some tiles, tokens, and these cards. So, yep, tells you what's inside, a little bit of a backstory, ages 14 plus. Let's open up the box. Okay, so let's have a look. We get some tiles here, so let me just take those out of the shrink. So we have some streets here, cobblestone streets with these street lights. We have a bit of a graveyard here with a tomb that's been opened. We have a shed over there and a little room here as well. And they're double-sided. The bag is outside, so we got an outside area with a small winding pathway going up a mountain, a hill. And there's an outside area here as well. There is an inside area here, which looks like a bank with a safe, a vault there, and these little locker boxes, some money. And there's a campsite kind of where something is being roasted. So that's pretty cool. And on the second tile, we have a casino. We have an office there, or a school room. There are some benches there. An office here. We have a playground, we have a market, and on the back there's a church with a big, nice stained glass window in the back, and there's some rocks here. It kind of looks like a path with 4 exits. There's a cave here with 2 portals, and a big lobby there. So that looks pretty nice as well. Really like the artwork. And so inside the box, first of all, are these character boards for all the characters in shrink wrap. So let's take a look at those. We have Luke, the preacher here. And the back of these have a bit of backstory here with the artwork as well. So that's pretty nice. And then we have Mary. They're all different. All the characters have different skills. There's Mario. Mario, Sergeant Mario Bragieri. There's Alex. Alex Parker from Australia. Aha, that explains the outfit. Super sleuth. There's Sam the farmer. Farmer Sam. Sam Wood. From Wichita, Kansas. There's Tony, the sailor. Machinist's mate, Tony Boyle. Then there is Hylia, the oracle. From Romania. There's Margaret, the butcher. From Munich, Germany. Ariel, who looks like she's going on a safari, a hunter. Ariella Venturi, of course, from Italy. And Adila, a practicer of voodoo from Haiti. Alright, so those are all your character boards. They're pretty big. So we have those. Then we get the characters. One has been a bit tumbled a bit, so let me just take that out. Let's see, does that have tape? Yes, there's some tape over here. There we go. And a bit of tape on the other side as well. Just take that off. Okay, so let me just put these back. And this one as well. She's a bit crooked. She needs the hot water treatment. So I'll just put this to the side for now. And then I'll show you all these figures. So we have the Huntress here. So that's a cool looking miniature. Nice detail. And there we go. Yep. Nice and decent looking mini with plenty of detail. So that's the first one. Here is the Voodoo Priestess. Also really nice. You can see all the beads on her necklaces and her belt. Little skull on the chest there. A big spear. Yep, plenty of detail. Really nice. Love the hair. So that's that one. Then we have the Butcher Lady here, who definitely needs the hot water treatment to get her straight on the base again. She's wielding 2 knives. She's got her apron on. So yeah, nice, pretty cool. Then we have this girl with the gun holding a book. I believe on the artwork it was a Bible, I'm not sure. So holding her pistol. Then we have this psychic lady from Romania in her long robes, a bit of fur there on the back, and everything about this game is set in the in the 20s, the roaring 20s, more or less, maybe 30s. So the clothing and the whole setting is very fitting. The Australian bloke here, which is also pretty nice, wielding 2 pistols. Yep, in his outfit, his uniform. And here is the sailor, the machinist mate, with the wide pants. Nice miniature. And they're made from a tough plastic. They're not very flexible, so that's good too. So a tough, sturdy plastic, and plenty of detail. The farmer with his pitchfork, taking on the the old gods. Here's Father Luke with his Bible and his crucifix. Nice. And finally we have this officer here, also wielding a gun in a long coat. All right. So those are all the player characters. Then we have some of these ugly looking creatures, big ogre looking dudes. Also plenty of detail, a lot of detail on the muscles. Very nice. You can even see veins on their muscles and on their hands. The teeth. That's pretty good. So yeah, cool miniatures. And there are 5 of those in this first tray. All right, let's head on to the second tray over here. So let's take a look at these first. So I'm going to have to look up what all of these are, because I don't remember all of these complicated names of these Lovecraftian horrors. But this, yeah, does look pretty horrific. Lots of tentacles there, and there's a lot of detail on the, skin, if you can call it that. You know, all these eyes and these bulges and folds in the skin. That's pretty cool. So we have 2 of those in here. Then we have 2 of these creepy looking creatures with the big hands and feet. and the kind of like a carapace on their shoulders, also with veins and muscles everywhere. You can clearly see that. And a big jaw that's just opening wide with tongues lashing out. Yep, the stuff of horrors. So we have those. Then we have these guys. I'm just gonna show you these because I have no idea. He's actually got a hole in his body. It's pretty cool. Yep. So yeah, whatever this is. Also a lot of detail. I really like the detail in these figures. There's a lot of stuff going on. Lots of holes and ribs and texture and stuff. Teeth. Very cool. So you get 2 of those. Then you get these. So what's this? A hunting horror maybe? With the wings, the big jaws in the face, and lanky arms and legs, and the alien-looking tail. And again, lots of details in the wings there. Leathery-looking wings. So that's cool. We get 2 of those in this tray. And this looks like an elder thing, which has kind of like a threefold symmetry with the tiny wings there, and there, and all the tentacles jutting out, and it's walking on these tentacles as feet. And yeah, it's very tall and thin, this version. But yeah, I would guess that this is an elder thing. Very apt name. Certainly is a thing. Then we have this creature. So I'd have to look up what they are. We'll see when I check out those boxes. So also pretty cool. Lots of things going on the skin as well. Little claws and little polyps over there, and you know, bones sticking out. Horns. 2 tentacles here in the front. Big split jaw. Really cool. So that one here, and then there's this slug-like creature, this big worm with a big gaping mouth with all the teeth. Creepy. So yeah, slithering towards you. That's creepy. Okay, and finally we got this big guy, this mutated human, it seems. He's got still got a vaguely humanoid skull with very big arms. It's grown out of proportion with all these spikes jutting out, the bone, horns, and these tentacles as well. So that's pretty cool. So that's all the monsters. So let's see if we can see what they are. So here, Strange Bedfellows, Season 2, Episode 1, and that contains some new cards, some tokens, discovery cards, monster cards. So I'll leave these in the boxes so as not to spoil anything. So, Cultists in Chicago. Alright, I like that they are packed in separate boxes. So you open them when the time comes. The Nameless Woods. So the Black Goat of the Woods there, Shub-Niggurath, I would guess. With the monsters that come with that scenario. And new cards and tokens. So then the third episode is Sanctificetur Nomen. And creatures there, tokens and cards, different stuff going on in each of these boxes. That's interesting. There we go. Then we have episode 4, Shootout at the HP Corral. And this is what's inside it. Alright. Then episode 5. I love the artwork, these old classic cars. And a big creature there looming up in the distance, that Cthulhu. Monsters in Sin City. So yep, you get the new cards and tokens. And finally, episode 6, the end game of season 2 in Hollywood. The King in Yellow. Nice. So that's 6 new campaigns, new episodes that you can play in season 2 for Cthulhu Death May Die. With the game also came this Scarlets Promo Box and the Black Goat of the Woods, which I will open for you as well. So let's start with this one, because it's basically just one miniature. It comes in a big box because of her character board. So there's not a whole lot in here, just the board, Scarlet Haze, so from Baltimore, Maryland, in her beautiful 20s gown, and here is the player board. So yeah, that's the promo figure, and the figure itself is in here, securely packed inside this side of the box, so you have to carefully fold that back, but it's in here. Let me see if I can do that. Yes, there we go, there, and then you can just take it out. So there, let's take a better look at that. So there you go, Scarlet with the curly hair, and then the gown and the gun, and she's holding a fan. So that's nice. I'll try and see if I can fit that into the core box and find a spot for her, so I don't have to keep this awkward box. So there we have that, and then here is the Black Goat of the Woods. Let's open that up. All right. Let's see what's in here. Another great old one. Shub-Niggurath, the Black Goat of the Woods. And there we go. So Shub-Niggurath is one of the elder gods that procreates a lot. So she comes with her young, her dark young. There you go, dark young that you can summon. The minions, so again a pack of cards, just like the ones in the core box, and mythos cards, and bad stuff that happens. So we have those cards, and then inside here there's some tape again. So let me just take that off. Alright, let's just do it like that. In the first tray over here we find the Dark Goat herself. Boy, that's taped really tightly. There we go. Wow. So, and I was kind of fearing that this one is missing an arm and it's not inside here, is it? Nope. This is a case of misassembly. Sadly, that happens. So as you can see, you know, this is a multi-part kit, obviously, because it's so big and it has all these tentacles. But mine is missing an arm, the right arm. So in case that happens to you, you simply send a ticket to the Cool Mini or Not support through their website, explaining what the problem is, and then they will send you a replacement. So in this case, you know, you just need an arm and you can glue it in there. And yeah, they will solve that for you, but you need to be patient because obviously they have a lot of customers and a lot of people with tickets to resolve. But in any case, as you can see, this is a giant figure, also very large compared to the human characters, again, as you can see. And it has a lot of horns, tentacles again, and walks on two hooved legs. And has this pentagram here carved on its belly. Actually, it looks like a male here, although I always thought Shub-Niggurath was, well, referred to as female at least, because she has all those dark young. But who knows, you know, they're elder gods. They could look like anything. They probably don't even have gender, per se. But that looks pretty nice. I like the horns and all the stuff going on here in the back and the tentacles. It's pretty cool. Big, muscular figure. And then she comes with 6 of these dark young. And they're kind of like little underdeveloped versions of her, also with these hooved legs, plenty of tentacles, but they're basically just a blob with mouths and tentacles and stuff with 2 legs. So there's not really a main body or a head or anything going on there. But that looks pretty nice, and they are also quite big. I mean, here, as you can see, that's pretty cool. So plenty of detail there too. Actually, it looks like these tentacles on the back and then here as well. That looks like bark. That they kind of look like trees. You know, if they were standing still in the forests, in the woods, that you wouldn't even notice them until they move. And that's Shub-Niggurath, black goat of the woods, with her dark young. Alright, so that's it. And so that was my unboxing of the Season 2 expansion for Cthulhu Death May Die by CMON and Guillotine Games. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon to get a notification whenever I upload a new video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on Board Game Heaven.